Good God. Oh, welcome back. Before I get up there, I'll just say hi. Welcome back to the build. Before we get going anywhere, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you can follow along. We are back on the build. We got rained out pretty bad last week, and we had the expectation we were going to be up here this week because there were a few days of good weather. However, fate does not always smile upon you when you have some plans. So, truck broke down, had to get it towed. Had a deer hit my car. I would say I hit the deer, but it kind of crashed into the side of the car as I was driving. And our dogs got into a fight with a pack of coyotes. I don't think they came out on the better side of it, and we ended up having to spend a little time at the vet with one of them getting surgery for something called a degloving. I'm not showing a picture of it because I'm pretty sure they would cancel this channel. So it was pretty horrible. But everything's good now. The dog's doing great. In fact, we gotta put it on a leash when we take it outside to walk it because it wants to take off and go for a run. Back to the build. What I'm doing right now is I'm putting up joist hangers. I've got the first few joist hangers marked, and I am reinforcing them with steel strapping. Now they're the type of joist hanger that hangs over the top. They're properly spaced. They're made for this, but because this is going to be a support for the roof, I want to make sure that I go the extra mile and put some steel strapping on it. While I'm up on the ladder installing the joist hangers, Jafana is adjusting the soil. We had a good grade on the soil that would move water away from the foundation, but when we dug the footers for the porch, we disturbed that soil and it created a few pockets that were holding water. So we're trying to adjust that properly to make sure that we don't have a problem, especially since we're going to have some decking there and it'll be difficult to get access to that area. So I've got the first support between this post and beam over to the house. Cut it, sits in a bird's mouth, fit very nicely. All I need is 16 more and I'm good to go. Oh God, are you okay?
It didn't hit me.
Oh my God.
I wasn't even under you.
I know. Holy crap. Throughout this build, we've tried to make safety a commitment to make sure that nobody gets hurt. Unfortunately, when you're swinging tools around all the time and there's lots of things to trip over, things will happen. The only way that you can have a good safety record is to make a really heavy commitment to safety early on and overdo it, because you really can't overdo it. So this happens to me all the time when I'm up here building. There is a deer right over here on the other side of the house eating. We'll see if I can quietly walk through the house and get closer. Now, as I mentioned before, today is the first day of muzzleloader season, and I spent about 2 hours outside, straight over there. Come over this way. She heard us? No, she's right on the other side of that bush. She's right on the other side of that bush.
There's just one?
Just one. Here.
She's coming out. She
Doesn't
saw us.
even see us.
She did. She looked at us. She doesn't care.
She looked at us, she didn't see us.
How'd you see it?
Yeah, I just turned around, there she was.
Go out the window and see how close she will get.
She ain't going to get real close to her. She'll run like hell. You really think you're going to be able to get close to that deer? The deer's going to see you move. She's going to start stomping her foot pretty soon.
I think she's on to me. There she goes. She got tired of me.
I can't believe that deer didn't run away.
She's snorting at me right now. Do you hear her?
What's that?
She's snorting at me.
Yeah.
You hear it? I didn't know deer sounded like that. That was pretty funny. All right, I think we have half an hour left of daylight.
I think we need to start getting our stuff together to go home. Well, my wife can get close to the deer. I can't. Welcome back. It's a beautiful day. It's actually the afternoon. It rained all morning, so we couldn't get out here at all. But the sun finally came out and it started to drain. We've got about 3 hours of day left, so we're gonna get on it and do the best we can. Try and get as much done on that back porch as possible so that we can start putting up the roof panels. It's November 1st. I feel the pressure of winter weighing down on us just a little bit, but we're pushing. We're just gonna start pushing every chance we get. Probably gonna have to push a little harder.
Been pushing.
She says we've been pushing. We've been pushing. I'm just gonna keep pushing. So yesterday, well, got started on the supports for it, the trusses. So I'm gonna see if I can get that finished in the next 3 hours. If I can get all those truss supports on there, then we can probably brace this thing up and start looking at getting these panels in here next weekend. We'll just keep that between us. She doesn't need to know about that. Well, let me make 4 more of them and we'll be good to go.
Looks really good. What's up?
I'm just examining it.
So you're gonna do one on each corner?
Yeah, each corner gets one.
Okay.
Fall down. Well, here we go. The frame of it is done. Now the decking needs to be put in, but I can wait on the decking until I start putting the panels up, and I want to jump on the panels. So that's all we got for this weekend. The weather did not cooperate with us. I'm going to go ahead and put in for some time off so that I can get up here and burn some vacation time on the house. But we're pretty happy with the way it turned out. It's very solid, should have no problems supporting the weight of the panels, and I'm even going to be getting up on some of those, and I'm going to putting some steel strap attaching the top of some of those rafters to the actual wall, just for overkill.
It looks good too.
And it looks good.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we've got for this weekend. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when we put out new videos. And we will be back next weekend. We'll see you then.
Good night.
Well, I had to run to the hardware store before I could go to land tonight. And there's a hardware store right there. Came across the street, picked something up here, jumped in my truck, and it won't start. There you go. That's the best it's done. Just can't get it to run. It seems like if I wait a little while, it gets to where it almost wants to run. I just can't figure out what's going on. Battery's good. I got spark. All my fluids are good. I'm not a mechanic. And especially with computerized things, I'm not a mechanic.